Huh?
Hey everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints of Discord.
Oh, hi.
I forgot what oh yeah, I've been working on my miracle stuff since I rose from the dead last week.
Yeah?
It's not going so hot. Yeah. Able to turn water into grape juice, which is pretty cool, but it's not quite what
Well, it looks like your revival cost someone else.
Wait a minute. One? What kind of grape juice?
Concord.
Okay. But is it Welch's quality?
Not quite. It's getting there.
Keep working then.
Figure I have to get it up to like Martinelli's status before I can make it wine.
Ooh, the fancy bubbly shit.
It's not. They sell just like regular juice.
We are French. We don't know shit, but we are better than you.
Man, that was awful frog-like there, Rimshee. Sure you're not telling us something about your family history?
My family history doesn't speak surrender.
Good to know.
Bet you took the rear
I have
view
a
mirror out
family
of your
history
truck,
that
too.
speaks a lot of invade.
What?
I have a family history that speaks a lot of invade.
Funny enough, so does mine.
Yeah, a lot of Norwegian and German in my family.
German, British, Spanish,
Yeah.
and some Congolese. So, you know, there's just a bunch of fuck that guy in there.
Yeah.
My family history is primarily German and Irish, with apparently a bit of Native American mixed in. Hence why I should never start drinking.
Never stop
Scottish.
drinking?
Never start.
I've got
I've got some
Scottish,
Irish
but I
and
just
Scottish
view that
in
as
there, too.
shipwrecked Norwegian, so it doesn't count. Anyhow, how was your guys' week?
Oh, it was
Really slow and hot.
It was what it is.
Yeah.
It's been fucking miserable around here lately. Yeah, 90s and high humidity all week.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, man, I was at the Taco Bell earlier, and just walking out of the Taco Bell to go back to my car, my fucking sunglasses fogged up. It's like, this shit's ridiculous. I'll be happy when this is over.
Baja Blast can't even help that.
I got the Dragon Paradise Brisk. It's pretty swell.
I haven't had that in forever.
Well, swell.
What are you
Don't
doing?
ask questions you don't want answers to. Shut up.
$5 says the kids in the room.
That's a safe bet.
Oh, I got some exciting news.
It's also a bet you'd lose.
Well, I feel like there's some more dour news that we need to cover before we get into anything exciting.
No, different exciting news.
That kind of exciting news.
There's a new Metalocalypse special out.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yep. I bought it. I'm gonna be watching it either tonight or tomorrow. If anybody wants to do it.
Clock!
I love that show so much. I've been waiting years for this to come out.
It's kind of gone before its time.
It really was.
Yeah,
It was both ahead of and behind its time somehow.
Yeah. Hey, make it subscribe tier 1. Thanks.
Yeah, the closest thing that we got to like a Metalocalypse fix there for a little bit was the various bat metals,
Yeah,
which are still hilarious.
I remember the last like movie that they put out, the Doomstar Requiem.
Mm.
It came out while I was working on the pot farm, so like we didn't have internet
Yeah.
or phones while out
That's
there.
been a fucking minute.
Yeah. And we would watch the other workers and I would watch Metalocalypse because I had all the seasons on a hard drive. So we just watch that, and then when we finally got internet again, I was just browsing the webs and it was like, oh, out now, Metalocalypse Doomstar Requiem. I'm like, what? And yeah, so we watched that immediately.
It's just like, hey, whatever you're doing, it's not important right now. Get over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, this was like we were doing all of our laundry from the months we were on the farm. And I stumbled across it and I'm like, no fucking way. Yeah. So we all huddled up and watched it on my iPhone 3GS.
Random useless fact of the day.
Hold on. Mickey just asked a question. Is Metalocalypse anything like Headbanger's Ball? No.
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 I'd argue it's a lot funnier, though.
Maybe. Anyways.
Just listen to the song Mermaider.
Yeah. It's about mermaid murder. Anyways, what was your random fact, Rimshee?
Cast iron skillets numbers do not match the size in inches. They match the corresponding classic wood stove insert that they fit on.
That is interesting.
Let me guess. You bought a cast iron skillet, expected it to be bigger.
No. I own cast iron skillet. I just happened to learn this today. Because I was like, why isn't it an 8-inch skillet? Why is it 10 inches instead?
Okay.
Or 10 and a quarter
bigger?
inches to be exact. Yeah.
The only important question when it comes to a cast iron skillet is whether or not you've properly seasoned it.
Yep, that's all that.
These days, yeah.
And like when you hear something, it's like, what does that mean? Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Well,
Mermaids
the
getting
other important
murdered
thing
are
about a
definitely
cast
a
iron
problem.
the other important part about a cast iron skillet, don't fucking wash it, you fucking freaks.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
Once
okay.
you've seasoned it, don't do nothing to it.
It's perfectly okay to use some mild soap and some a light brushing. Do not
Like a
fucking
paper towel.
Yeah, do not scrub your do not
Yeah,
soak your
like I
skillet.
said.
Do not scrub your
no.
skillet.
Definitely do not soak it. You can
Do
you
not
can
put
use
it in the
a little
fucking
bit
dishwasher. You barbarian.
before you season it. If you're about to re-season it, you can do whatever you want. You're about to re-season, whatever. But some light, like with a small scrub brush, you just hit it as if you're just knocking some stuff off. That's the most you should do normally, and even that's not suggested.
Kind of. Yeah, I've heard of relationships ending over cast iron skillets. It's like, I haven't.
really-
That thing hasn't been washed in 27 years, and you just ruined all the great flavor it produces.
Also, if you've gotten your cast iron to this point where it's like it's got chunks of shit in it, you might want to consider relearning how to cook.
Yeah.
That, or you've got a bad seasoning.
Mm. Yeah. But if you have a skillet that's been going for decades, just let it be.
Like the Beatles.
Yeah,
song.
I've had a skillet that's been giving me a lot of issues. I need to reseason it.
Yeah. That's fine. If you're
Yeah.
having issues, you need to reseason it. But
Yeah. And I need to reseason it properly. It's just what it is. A lot of people don't know how to reseason it properly.
There's plenty of pots and pans you can put in the dishwasher, Mickey.
Yeah, just not cast iron.
Why wouldn't you put pots and pans in the dishwasher?
Like, there are certain things... Well, if it's got, like, some wood inlay for a handle or something like that, makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Maybe.
Especially if it's a non-varnished wood.
Even if it is varnished.
Yeah, you can damage the seal.
Yeah.
I don't use a dishwasher because I don't have one.
I miss it.
I mean, if you've got... Like, I've got a knife. My pocket knife. It's epoxy resin embedded. So, it can absorb the oil of the skin. Like normal wood would. But it will not expand or contract with normal wood. That's something you could perfectly fine put in a dishwasher. You still shouldn't. But that would be more reasonable.
That's acceptable.
I miss having a dishwasher so bad.
But that's also because the the protection, the seal, is integral to the body at that point.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't bother me so much because I spend most of my time alone now, and I pretty much wash things almost as soon as I use them. So I never really have to worry about having enough dishes to put in a dishwasher.
That's fair. I'm just the kind of person, if I'm doing any like real cooking for dinner, those dishes wait for the next day. I don't give a fuck. So I'm eating dinner, watching a movie, and going to bed.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it also depends on the dish. If you can get a lot of the stuff cleaned while it's actively cooking, yeah, no problem. You can take care of that right away. Once the food comes out, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the time, in my case, it's just like, oh, it's like a bowl I had cereal in. Just hot water, put on strainer.
Yeah. Yeah, does it really have to be thoroughly washed?
It's like, oh, here's a plate that I had a sandwich on.
Oh, I won't even do that. I'll just brush the crumbs off.
Yeah, that's how I am with That's how I am with paper plates. It's like,
Oh
I'll
my
use the same
God.
paper plate for fucking weeks if I'm just eating sandwiches.
Yeah. As long as nothing gets on it, that's like not brush offable.
Yeah,
You're good.
yeah. As long as like you don't get a bunch of jelly or stuff on it. Which, if you don't know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich properly, seek help.
Don't just stay out of the kitchen.
Wait, what do you mean?
If you don't know how to make a PB&J,
Yeah,
No,
but
I mean,
what do you mean? What's the proper way? What do you think the proper way to make a PB&J is?
A properly made PVJ, when you bite into it or just like holding it, should not have jelly either squirt or fall out the sides of the sandwich.
Nah, I disagree. That it should be a risk factor, but it shouldn't be like a thing that always happens.
It squirting out is one thing. It's squirting out while you're holding it. Well, taking a bite, that's one thing. While you're holding it, it should not squirt out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should
That's
be
fair.
no leakage.
Potential leakage. No, I want the risk of leakage, but it not to happen.
Yeah, when you bite it, if it happens, it's fine. When you're holding it, if it's sitting on a plate and it leaks, or you're holding it and it leaks, that's an issue.
Yeah. Mickey, I don't think you know what a cast iron skillet is.
Yeah, I would not do that.
No. There's certain things you don't want to do with a cast iron because it could damage it.
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
I'm sorry.
You can't put things in a cast iron skillet.
Maybe I've just never encountered this. Perhaps it's maybe ignorance on my part, but who the fuck bakes s'mores?
White people that don't know how to have a fire.
I'm white as
I've seen it,
fuck,
bro.
and I have never baked s'mores.
I've seen it.
Nor have I.
I've gone to like a friend's house and they just do chocolate and then marshmallow and graham crackers, and then they just make like 9 of them and pop it in the oven for a while.
I don't like this.
Yeah, neither did I. It's like, this is sacrilege. We need a fire pit. You have a gas stove. We can use the flames from that, but this is not what we're doing.
Oh man, my fire pit in the back is full of fucking nightshade. I need to go and clean it out soon.
Have a fire.
No, you don't want to burn that. You do not want to burn that shit.
I'm joking. Yeah. Why do you have nightshade?
What? Kick
it's
says
a
we have 8
fucking-
viewers.
That's cool. Thanks, Kick.
So, there's this stuff called, it's referred to as either oriental or woody nightshade. It's highly invasive around here.
Mm.
Oh
And
man,
very
back in the day when it
toxic.
was okay to be racist. Oriental nightshade.
Yeah. Is that what they make the rugs out of?
I mean,
Nowadays it'd be called ethnically Asian nightshade.
culturally appropriated nightshade.
Fun fact about nightshade: people avoided tomatoes for thousands of years because it's a
member of the
related to
nightshade family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with potatoes.
So nobody risked it for a long time.
I said, same thing with potatoes.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
Alright.
this stuff is nasty, man. Like, some people, like, if you're my dad, you can't even touch it. Like, he's had poison ivy before. It's not nearly as bad as the rash that he gets from them fucking nightshade plants.
Alright. Well, let's get some of the bad news out of the way now that we've been
Yeah,
hanging out.
it's been
Now that we've made a couple insensitive jokes.
yeah. It's been a bad week to be a professional wrestling fan, man. I mean, granted, I haven't followed it myself for years now, but you know, I still have some fond memories of it. Yeah, unfortunately, wrestling legend Terry Funk passed away on the 23rd.
Isn't Terry Funk the guy that had all the weird matches? Like,
Define weird matches.
Nah, Terry
loser
Funk
has
was
to fight Cerberus. Yeah.
Nah, Funk was he he was a contemporary and also kind of the mentor to people like Mick Foley. This dude was hardcore. Like, he wrestled up until like 2017, going out there with fucking thumbtacks and barbed wire and fluorescent light tubes. Yeah, he was about as hardcore gets. He's actually from my state. He was born here. Mick Foley was too, actually.
Good.
And a day after Funk passed, Bray Wyatt died of a sudden heart attack.
Yeah, the steroids catch up with you sometimes.
Nah,
Or the cocaine.
apparently he had a underlying heart condition and he recently contracted COVID,
Oh,
and that aggravated it and it led to a heart attack. He was 36.
that sucks.
Yeah. He had a potentially really long career ahead of him, and it's extremely unfortunate. And a great loss for the internet. I'm sure a
What?
lot of you have heard.
Oh no, that's good news.
No. I'm talking about we lost a great meme and a good boy. Cheems.
Cheems. I don't even know Cheems.
Everybody's favorite Doge.
Oh. The original
Yeah.
Doge?
Yeah, the one who has like the SADS and has been recently involved in the bonks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
He went in for cancer treatment and went to sleep for the last time. Rest in cheeseburgers, little buddy. You were a real one.
Yeah. Another good boy gone to heaven. Now for some good news.
Yeah. Great news, actually.
Yeah, there's a hot mom out there with a lot of free time now.
That's what happens when you lose a massive financial burden.
Yeah, it's just sucking up all the money that he made on working for Compound Media just to maintain his health.
What a loser.
What a fucking scumbag. Donovan died, choking on his own dick, which caused a seizure.
They're claiming he choked on pizza, but we know the truth.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was drunk, eating. The story is he was drunk, eating pizza, choked on it, kind of survived, kind of got through that, but that caused a seizure, and then he died.
But, like, we all know with him, like, pizza is just code for penis, so.
I'm not entirely sure that he's actually dead yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen a body yet.
Yeah. Show me that body, Donnie's mom. In more ways than
Are you talking about her body or his body?
both. Yeah. Had about
just
6
put it
months
into a
after
zip file.
died 30 years too late. 6 months after his 30th birthday. They didn't expect him to make 6 months, but he made it 30 and 6.
Yeah, I'd say the doctors kind of undershot that one by quite a lot.
Yeah, I wish they were right, though. God put him in that wheelchair just to keep him close to hell. No reality. Love Donnie. I miss him already.
It's fucked. It is.
I wish I could share some of those cute DMs that him and I had, but those conversations generally devolved into us calling each other slurs, so I can't.
God damn, man. People showed up for that fucking GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
They knocked that shit out of the park.
Oh, yeah.
Did any of you scroll through the donors list?
Nope.
No, but I had an idea of people that were donating.
Yeah, I did a scroll through. Pyrocynical dropped 1,000 on it.
Yeah.
Jontron, Justin Wang, and Mudahar all dropped 500.
Yeah. So did Dankula.
Yep.
Oh.
He touched
Somebody-
a lot of people. In
Yeah,
more
3
ways than one.
halflings over in Nick's server had a great joke. He couldn't outrun the hanger forever. Yeah.
Hey, depending on who you ask, it's never too late for a late-term abortion.
Just because his mom waited 30 years.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
man.
that's speculation. We can't be getting into that.
You know.
I'm not saying that she didn't kill him, but
Well, she is hot. She has a lot of free time now, so I don't know. Anybody in the Chicago area might want to shoot your shot. Wait,
I
like,
think I
couple
need to
weeks.
be in the Chicago area here soon.
yeah, like that's the only issue is that the Chicago area.
You know.
Not my ideal
Well, at
choice
that
for a
point-
vacation destination.
At that point, the question is always, is it worth it? Is she hot enough?
She's pretty hot, dude. She's got a rockin' bod.
Well, she's been carrying his dead weight.
Yeah. Well, it's kept her in shape. She has a nice ass too. She has to do all those squats to lift the chair.
Yeah, so you better so you better get in on that before it goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully she gets a gym membership now.
Yep, can't get complacent.
Yeah.
Cougar alert!
Yeah. She's out there. Give it a couple weeks though, guys. Don't just jump.
Yeah.
I hope she's staying away from the internet.
Yeah.
Internet is a dark place. Knowing who her son is, I'd be surprised if she was spending any time on the internet. I'd be surprised if she didn't know already to stay away from the internet before he died.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. I feel like he might have had a conversation with her or something. It's like, hey, Ma, if anything ever happens to me, like, stay offline for like a month, maybe.
At minimum.
Yeah, because there's thousands of people that are doing what we just did. So.
Yeah.
And
And
in all
there's-
honesty, it's one of the best tributes to him, too.
Well, also at the same time, there's other motherfuckers out there, and they know who they are, who are being absolutely repugnant pieces of shit about it too. So
Yeah. Yeah. I don't do calls to action very often, but make fun of those motherfuckers.
you see anybody legitimately celebrating, you know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying you'll know when you see it.
Yeah.
That skill will come in handy.
Because there's also a bunch of people that are just really bad with jokes. So they're like, try to gauge that too.
Well,
Yeah. Rest in peace, Grip Daddy.
Hopefully
Donovan
heaven has ramp
Castillo.
access, because that stairway would be a bitch for you.
He's not going to heaven.
I know.
He's just gonna fall for a long time.
Oh, don't worry. Hell got him a handicaps capable vehicle for the highway.
Yeah.
It's very low on gas and should break down pretty quickly, but Hell did get him one.
Nah, man, they just get some logging change and attach them to the back of it.
Yeah, that's Hell's handy-capable vehicles. Got it. Just the monster pickup truck from what was it? Season 1? No. Yes. Season 1 or Season 2 of Supernatural. Just tie him to the back
Cats,
of that.
Thanks for the biddies. And
I mean, if you have to drag dead weight.
What were you saying? Which thing about Supernatural?
The handy-capable vehicle for Hell is just the possessed pickup truck from Supernatural, and they just tie you with chains to the back.
No. No, that wasn't a possessed truck. That was a guy that became like some.
I know exactly what it is, but it makes more sense to people who haven't seen it.
Yeah. Anyways, Cats, you missed all our Donnie jokes.
Yeah.
That's Donovan, not Donald, by the way, just to be clear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an entire other can of worms.
Yeah, Crip Daddy. Well, now he's going to a crypt.
Nah.
Nothing?
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. That GoFundMe did very well, so
No.
we'll see.
Nah, it's also just to help out his mom and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the GoFundMe is what convinced me it was real and he wasn't faking his death again.
It sounds like an excuse he'd give, too. Oh, yeah, died of choking on pizza.
Yeah, because like when I mentioned it in the Discord, I'm like, damn, man, Donnie died. Jay was just like, what? For real?
Yeah, yeah. How do you know?
I'm like, there's a fucking GoFundMe for it, man, and like several major YouTubers are tweeting about it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Have a good night, Cats.
Well, bye, Cats.
Have dreams of Donnie calling you a slut.
Nana!
Yeah. And what pulled me into the acceptance portion of the grief was when I learned how he died. I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Of course that's what it was.
The truth is, he was used as the brain portion of a guided bomb. And, yeah, it didn't work out how they hoped. Doesn't help that they put him on the device, but whatever.
I just find it ironic that he's getting cremated.
Burn.
Oh, and thanks for the 100 bits, Mickey.
Yep. All the
40
bits.
bits for cheese. Yeah. So tonight,
Oh, right.
I'm actually eating pizza for dinner. Remember?
I had fish that my wife cooked. It's pretty good.
I had some Taco Bell earlier. Might have a bacon sandwich later.
I might go and get some whiskey because that's what he was drinking. But
Just don't hit it too hard.
nah. No, I'd be like going out, have a couple shots, and then come back home. I don't keep liquor in the house anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
That makes me feel better. It does.
Not since I drank it all.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens every time. It's just way too quick. I think it's a good rule to have. I keep light beers around. That's fine. Not gonna get too wild on that. But if I have liquor around it, that bottle's gonna be gone.
All right, what's your light beer?
Rolling Rock. It's always
All
been
right.
Rolling Rock.
No controversy there that I know of.
Nerd!
What? I switched to Bud Light for a while.
Ugh.
Why? Because it was cheaper than water?
It's actually more expensive than Rolling Rock, so I just stick to Rolling Rock.
Oh, of course it is.
But there was a time there where they were actually discounting it so far that it was cheaper than bottled water.
Nice.
Hey, man. For as many people that wanted to cope, it's like, oh, it did. It's like $29 billion, motherfucker. Shut up.
Yeah. Well,
I don't drink beer anyway, so it made no difference to me.
yeah. Made no difference to me either because I don't drink Bud Light. I don't care. Also, you conservatives, stop acting like SJWs in 2014. You're being dumb.
Yeah, the smart ones are sticking to the, we don't act unless
No,
acted
what-
upon.
What they're doing is they're just going back to being what the SJWs themselves were emulating, the fucking Christian panic conservatives.
Yeah. Yeah, you want
Not
to talk
wrong.
about pendulum swinging. That's what
Yeah,
it
it's like-
really is.
It's like, don't regress back to that.
Yeah.
That's a pendulum with a lot of weight that really likes to go full distance instead of just stopping a couple of fractions of a measurement short.
Yeah. By the way, did you guys
That
watch
one-
the debates?
No. Are you talking
was
specifically
pretty-
about the RNC debates?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I caught some highlights. The only thing that taught me is like, man, his competition is fucking weak.
Chris Christie, surprisingly, had some good jabs. I dug that, but yeah,
But yeah, it's like if this is the best that you guys could offer, oof.
well, like there was one chick on stage, don't know her name.
Did she have a brain dead take?
No, she was actually fairly reasonable. I liked her. Wow. This is dumb. I typed in female GOP candidate, and the first thing that comes up, it doesn't even say her name. Nikki Haley.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, she maybe had a couple brain dead things, but overall seemed fairly reasonable.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
people
vote for
are.
Republicans or Democrats. I just like to pay attention who's in the room.
Yeah, I think people are trying to decide if Vivek or Nikki Haley. won the debate. I just don't care.
Vivek was dumb. He said some dumb shit. He's not gonna last. More than likely.
Yeah.
Especially once Trump is in the ring.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. Like,
Everybody
that was
yelled
talking
from the
about
stage, climate change is a hoax. It's like, all
all right.
right.
Everybody that was talking about like DeSantis did not look good at all.
No, DeSantis
I don't know
didn't
what-
engage with.
I don't know
any
what
of the other
happened to
people.
that guy, but his steam is fucking spent.
Well, he's been shitty on charisma for forever. He didn't engage with any of the other people, really, and he just kept pushing out his talking points. So
Rimshee,
Well-
didn't you say that Trump is actually polling better in Florida than DeSantis right now?
I don't
Probably.
know if it's true right now, but it wouldn't surprise me. I know that Trump has been polling better than him.
no,
Yeah, I think Ron should just stay in Florida. He's not ready for big time.
He's already. He
Yeah.
probably has already screwed up his chances in Florida.
yeah, and then Pence
Fuck
Seemed
that
like-
motherfucker.
seemed like he was trying to.
Florida.
distance himself.
So according to the Hill,
everything. Whenever Pence was talking about like his accomplishments, it was all about stuff that he's done as like a governor or senator or whatever. It was never anything that was done during the Trump presidency.
You're a
He was trying to-
shitty fucking governor, asshole. I should know.
I know, but he's not talking. He's not talking about. He's distancing himself from being the VP for Trump, which I think is an interesting move.
Yeah, that was like the only noteworthy thing you did.
Yeah.
yeah, Trump is polling better than just about anyone.
Hey, Pop.
But specifically in Florida, Trump is well ahead of DeSantis in polls. That's
why-
in Florida. That should be a safe state for DeSantis, and he's not.
Y2K.
He's
thanks for
not
your
ahead.
Nice. Thank you, I2K. Also, I imagine there
No, it
are
wasn't.
multiple people right now that want to fire whoever released those mugshots out of a fucking cannon.
Oh,
That
those
was a
mugshots.
mistake.
What
Yeah,
does
I have-
Trump do immediately? Merch.
Yeah. Have you guys seen all the mugshots
Oh yeah, but like
for the entire crew?
even
the
just
one
seeing
that surprised
his,
me was the priest at the end.
like when I saw the fact that they had released his mugshot, I'm like, you fucking fools! What have you done?
Yep.
Also, the
Pav, no,
charges
he
are-
said he had experience. He never really leaned on the whole VP thing. Unless I missed something.
Yeah, I didn't notice him talking about his VP time much. Which, what is there to talk about? He didn't fucking do anything. No vice
Yeah,
president
I haven't seen
does.
the debate. I haven't seen the debate, but being perfectly honest, I could see Chris Christie purely being there for self-clout and delusion that he could win.
Chris Christie seemed like he was just having fun. Like, that's it.
Well, the only reason for Chris, it's like because he's done this so many times, it's like he has a feel of how to do it.
Mhm.
He's never going anywhere, but at least he knows how to be on stage.
Yeah. Vivek was taking shots at people, and then they'd have a comeback, and then he'd just sort of falter. And whenever somebody said something against him, he just had no comeback for it. It was
He has no follow-up game.
yeah, Trump would eat him alive in that
Oh yeah,
taking shots game.
that man's comeback game is. Whew.
Trump's hilarious. Let's just be honest here.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's very.
What did he do? He went on Tucker Carlson on Twitter and beat
During
out
the
the
debate.
ratings during the debate, and his ratings were higher than the debate ratings.
I said him
Take
skipping
that how you will.
debate. It was the best thing he could have done, probably.
All right. So, depending on two assumptions, it tells you a lot about the Republican Party. Tells you a lot about something. If you assume Trump is weak and gonna lose, it tells you the Republican Party is weak. If you assume Trump is gonna win the nomination and the election, it tells you that he's that far ahead of everyone. Pick your poison.
He doesn't even have to show up, and he's still ahead of them.
Pick your poison. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, him avoiding the debate was it's a quality move because since it's the first round of debates, it takes him out of people criticizing him on stage. And so
well, whether or not you think that's true, another factor is he could say he was taking a stand against the loyalty pledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The man knows how to spin.
Yeah, Vivek is a Trump dick sucker, Pav. I know this. But if it comes down to, like, between Vivek and Trump, Trump's gonna eat him alive. Done.
There's no need for a debate. Not at that point.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is that I don't rule anyone out, Pav. You can't. You just can't.
It's too early with this many candidates in there right now. It's too chaotic. It's too much going on to really.
That's true with the DNC too.
Like, because just look at the last election during the DNC debates. Biden was pretty much dead last, and then they paid everybody else to drop out, and
allegedly.
Just saying.
All I'm gonna say is I know I saw. All I'm gonna say is I know I saw a couple of the candidates posting and then quickly deleting that they heard that it was going to be someone other than Kamala as VP.
Yeah, everybody else was going to be VP.
We'll give you the VP slot if you just drop out.
Andrew Yang hasn't backed off on that one. That's so props to him.
Yeah.
He still deleted his post pretty quick.
Well, I think it was clear because
that's to avoid division within the party. The
thing is, anybody who watched, like, especially early on in those debates, like, it was clear who the media and the party wanted to be the front runner. They wanted Kamala. They gave her the most time. They let her talk the most. And then Tulsi fucking nuked her from orbit, and her numbers never recovered.
Yeah.
Some think that it just happened to coincide.
I would say
some
the
people,
reason
hold
she
on,
became VP.
Hold on. Some people say the reason. Some people say that Tulsi's nuking of her is actually just coincidentally timed, and she was already on the downswing. Which, if true, it really doesn't change anything.
I still think Tulsi should have been VP, at least.
No, they were never going to let her have that spot.
No, she's a white woman, of course not.
I'm not saying it was ever going to happen. I'm saying that it's something that should have happened.
I'm just saying, once they basically secured Biden as the Trump runner, he didn't have a choice in who his VP was. They told him who he was picking, and it was her.
Are you kidding? He didn't have a choice of much.
Does he really make choices?
I would argue no. The man doesn't even know where he is most of the time. It's actually sad. I mean, I still hate the fucker, but it's sad.
Yeah. Oh no.
Falling asleep while meeting with victims in Maui. Oof.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see anything, but
Oh, you could actually, like, in the background, you could hear, like, a few people who were there, like, say, like, fuck you!
yeah. Was it fuck you or was it let's go Brandon?
Either way.
Both.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't the excuse that they put out was that he was praying. I mean, whatever.
Honestly,
whatever
this
drug
whole system
cocktail
is
they have him
fucked.
on. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. It has been for a while.
Yeah, but way too many people think that, oh, but if my party gets in, we're all set. No, it doesn't matter. For the most part, it doesn't matter.
That's why
A lot of
Rimshee
people
and
voted for Trump. An unusual number of people voted for Trump in 2016 purely because it was the bull in the China shop. They thought, oh,
Yeah.
we'll let this asshole run amok and maybe shit will get broken up enough that we can actually... And, you know, some people might think that it's worked out. Some people might think that it hasn't.
Well, fucking...
I'll leave that up to you to decide.
For as much
Yeah.
as I disagree with the man, and I don't like him all that much, Michael Moore fucking called it. He
Yeah.
said before the 2016 election happened, it's like, you know, Trump, like, he's going to be the one that gets it, and it's going to be the biggest fuck you to the system that you've seen in forever, basically.
Yeah, and nobody seems to be recognizing that. That people are saying fuck the system. And honestly, the weirdest Christian conservative way. While also not being Christian conservatives. It's...
Yeah, we live in interesting times.
It's clown world out there.
Oh, yeah. Absolute clown world. The horns are going constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... Hey everybody, vote third party. Not just in these big elections. Vote in the small elections. City council. Mayor. Shit like that.
Like,
Get third
Just-
parties
find
a stage.
like, actually read up on your candidates. Read up on your candidates. Find someone that you actually agree with on most points. Not all points, because you're never going to find that. But find someone that you agree with on most points and vote for that person. Vote based on your values, not based on the fucking parties.
Yeah. Hav, I'm not that concerned. Most people on that debate stage when it came to abortion, at least half of them were for like a 15-week standard federally. Even Pence. So, it's... They say that. Pence was even doing the whole, I read in the Bible, God knew you before you were even conceived in the womb, and then he was like, but I'm for like 15-week abortion limits.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's honestly kind of where
It's-
I fall. It's just like, it should be available if necessary, but fuck late term. No.
Also, it shouldn't
That's how
be
most
just it shouldn't be someone's
Unless
go-to.
it is a medical emergency where the mother is going to die and there's no other option, no late term.
Yeah, that should be the standard stance.
Yeah. Should be, but a lot of things aren't the way they should be.
Yeah, it also shouldn't be people's go-to, and there are some people who No, my go-to method of birth control is an abortion, and that's not okay. Now, don't get me wrong; those are relatively small numbers, but the
We have
fact that
extremists in all factions.
the fact that it's even really at all common enough that you can bring it up and it exists, as opposed to being, yeah, those 3 outliers over there, or yeah, that group of like 100 people over there. It's a lot more common than it really should be, even for not being common.
Yeah. But we're not debating edge cases. It's about what should be legal. I think 15 weeks is a decent line to draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else? Yeah, there wasn't really, other than Vivek just being off the rails and trying to be a wild Trump-like character. Oh, one of the questions asked during the debates was, they asked the candidates to hold their hand up if they would support Trump if he got the nomination. And half of them just like instantly raised their hand. And then the other half just like did a real slow raising their hand because they were waiting for the reaction for the other people.
Which, again, that's not a good sign.
That's some politician shit. Even Pence was slow to raise his hand.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
As soon as things started going bad for Donnie Boy, he was one of the first to start stabbing him in the back.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
I wouldn't say rightfully so.
Alright. I don't want to get too deep on that.
Fuck Pence.
Yeah. Yeah, they said it should be handled on a federal level and it should be 15 weeks. That's what at least a few of them said. Not necessarily all of them. Vivek's total like climate change denier, no abortions. Yeah. He's the one that worries me because he's really high energy. And he's young.
I said, you're always going to have your idiots on the stage. Like Beto O'Rourke.
Beto, I got sad, so I had to disappear for a couple months. Leave my family behind and do some fucking do some mescaline in the desert. O'Rourke.
Yep.
Bob, that's not a bad point. We should bring back insane asylums.
Yeah.
That's an entire discussion we could have. That is an entire topic.
I'll just go ahead and say that is one of the absolute greatest sins, if not the greatest sin, of the Reagan administration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the issue wasn't.
They shouldn't be the same as they were, but
the issue wasn't that they got rid of them. It's that the intent was to get rid of something that was very negatively maintained and perceived.
There was no replacement plan, though. There was no contingency. These people just ended up on the street.
The plan was exactly that, and not to replace it. Thinking, oh, charities will do stuff. Charities will do certain amounts of things. Yeah, it's perfectly fine to go based on charity for certain things. However,
that doesn't
institutions like that do not fall in the same category.
That doesn't help with like the insane people in San Francisco that are shitting in buckets and then dumping it on random passerbyers. Like,
Yeah. Well, San Francisco's like, they're in a crisis.
San
of their own
Francisco is
making.
special.
Yeah, I'm just bringing up one case of like this one insane dude that was just heaving buckets of diarrhea on people.
Yeah. In all honesty,
after a certain point, you get what you fucking vote for.
Yeah. In all honesty, asylums should be brought back, but in a very different form.
Yeah, it should
Think
be,
more like old folk
It should be more
home.
like, long-term care.
More like old folk home, but specifically entailed to care for the mentally the extremely mentally ill, the ones who can't be on their own, the ones who can't support themselves that way.
Pop, he specifically said bring them back, but do them better. Like, he didn't mean bring them back exactly as they were.
Yeah.
Let's just shock the shit out of everybody.
It's like, we need places. We need places for these people.
Yeah, not only
Period.
would insane asylums get a lot of people off of the street that just can't care for themselves in an appropriate way and are possibly a danger to others, it helps us narrow in on our real homeless problems for everybody that's been like fired from a job and lost everything, or has addictions. We can focus more on those other things instead of the mental health of the people that are just left to the streets to just do whatever the fuck they want. Bringing back asylums is a good thing.
Just gotta start having fucking accountability, man. Gotta start taking care of people again.
Do you know how much time is going to be saved in like social security offices when you don't have somebody blabbing about whatever schizophrenic nonsense they're talking about and taking up all that time for like somebody that's just really down on their luck and needs help to just like get to a starting point to build back better? I hate that I just quoted Biden with that.
Sorry, I missed a lot of this past recent conversation. I had to go deal with my son.
No, we were just elaborating on the same points.
Yeah,
got it.
Asylums are good. It's going to free up time for everybody else that doesn't need care, that just sort of needs a foot in the door to help get jobs and like clean clothes and things like that.
Yeah. Basically make it sort of a halfway house for the mentally ill. And there are absolutely going to be some who need a lot more attention. And
No, we're talking about, there's the asylums that'll take care of like a lot of the homeless population, and then we'll be able to have more time and just resources for people to meet in social security offices and things like that for everybody else that's just down on their luck.
Yeah.
And just
for the people that
choices.
Yeah, for the people that if they got the right support structure could take care of themselves and be productive members of society again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're not saying throw all the homeless into insane asylums. That's
just the crazy ones.
Yeah.
Specifically the crazy ones.
Well, take your time. Those asylums should also be making an effort for education of their charges and getting them to a point where they can live on their own. But there are absolutely going to be some that aren't able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, help
we're fine.
Rehabilitate the ones that you can, keep the ones that you can't.
Like someone has a psychotic break and it's more severe than, say...
Yeah,
just
yeah. Those they can they can
they should be
rehabilitate.
able to be reformed with the proper help.
Yeah.
I will say this: figuring out how to pay for that is going to be a pain in the ass.
We used to pay for it. That's the thing.
Yeah, we used to, and yet somehow our budget is even worse than it was then.
Yeah.
Well, that has a lot to do with our political class.
Oh yeah, absolutely. More money for us, no matter what we do, right or wrong.
It's
Yeah.
pretty sad that we have so many people who are in office now that I wouldn't trust to be able to do their own taxes, and they're making budget plans.
ESY2K r/anti-work is fucking beyond help.
I want to work so bad.
Yeah, and PPV schizo fights. That does work. That might do it.
I
Get
don't know.
a live. No, hold on. Live feeds of Insane Asylum.
Are you
Common
running
areas?
around with a cardboard tube?
Of course he is. Those are like the greatest
Right to
things
the
ever.
asylum. Yeah, cardboard tubes are the best.
Yeah.
I remember one year my mom bought like really nice Christmas wrapping paper,
Mm-hmm.
and the tube was like thick. That's it.
Was
yeah.
it dummy thick?
Yeah.
The one that you can brain your siblings with.
Yeah, but not really, because it's still just a cardboard tube.
I don't know, man. Some of them, they don't have as much give as you'd think.
Oh man. Yeah.
It's almost like one of them plastic lightsabers.
Yeah. I've broken a few of those.
My cousin broke an aluminum bat once.
What the fuck?
It
Yeah,
can
like-
happen.
Straight to the asylum.
There had to have been some sort of manufacturing defect or something, or it like got stressed at some point. Because like he hit it against a tree, and that son of a bitch just snapped.
God damn. Yeah.
Was it new or had it been used a lot?
I think it was older.
If it was older, there is the possibility of a fatigue crack, and he just happened to hit it at a point where the fatigue crack had come far enough that just by hand it could be broken.
Yeah, because aluminum bats are fucking hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that son of a bitch broke bigger than
I
shit.
really
like,
messed up.
Oh!
A customer called to get their church's piano tuned. They had a recital coming.
I didn't know you could do that.
I stole a Sheriff's baseball bat once.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Hey! Haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah. I've been slacking on the soundboard.
You
Yeah,
really
you
have
have.
been recently.
I keep getting new sounds. Like,
Let them jack off in my mouth because I'm so excited about what they did. Guzzling buckets of their cum.
Yeah, that's another factor. It could just be a company making a shitty bat. That's a good point, Pav.
Yeah, I still got like I think it's like a Louisville Slugger aluminum bat from. I got that when I was in like fucking Little League, and I bet even now I could pound on you with that son of a bitch like it was a sledgehammer.
Alternatively,
go-
I have a sledgehammer.
yeah.
Yeah,
I have an asp.
like a
I think
snake.
it's fun. Huh?
What'd
Like
you
a
say?
collapse. I have an asp. Like a collapsible baton.
Oh, it's also a kind of snake.
Ooh.
Actually, it's the name of multiple kinds of snakes. There are many asps.
You guys want to go through the mugshots?
Not really.
Okay.
Nah, I'm good.
That's a little too much. We'll talk shit about who's ever being. We'll talk shit about him, because why the fuck not? But actually sharing the images, go buy one from Trump's store or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just have a news article with all of the mugshots and like their.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, the one that baffled me was the priest, and then I read the charges.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Diddling little kids?
No, that would make sense. Criminal attempt to commit influencing witnesses. One of violation of the Georgia RICO Act. One of influencing witnesses, and one of conspiracy to commit solicitation of false statements.
Got it.
Thou shalt not bear false witness, my dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Pav, did Twitch just randomly start playing an ad?
We also stream on Kick now.
Yeah, you can check us out over there. I really hate.
It's okay, take your time.
I really hate that it's just an ongoing chat.
Yeah, I don't like that. Because it's kind of like a constant reminder. It's like, man, no one's engaging on Kick.
Yeah, no one's engaging on Kick, and it's... If I could just delete them, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, if you could just like clear them out at the end of each stream.
Yeah. But it's not even letting me delete my own message.
Yeah. Larry!
Hey, Larry. You missed all of our Donovan jokes.
Yeah. We were picking on a cripple and you weren't even here for it.
Yeah. Here, let me redo a couple. God put him in that chair to keep him closer to hell.
Rip to the jokes. That is the correct response, Larry.
R.I.P. and pepperonis.
Which he allegedly choked on.
Allegedly. We all know it was his dick.
Which is a kind of sausage, if you think about it.
Yeah, well, you're not born that crippled with a small dick.
Although if you were, that would be exceptionally cruel.
Mm-hmm. Nah, the world doesn't work like that.
If Dante's Inferno is to be believed, not all places in hell are sweltering.
Yeah, it's just hot near the center.
No, at the very bottom, it's actually incredibly cold.
Oh. I never read the book.
Yeah, because like the logic is that the ninth circle, the final circle, where like Satan and Judas and like all the other like big sinners are, is the coldest part of hell because it's the furthest from God's light.
Aw, that's cute. Well, we know which one he's going to.
But yeah, like Hey, if his wheels don't freeze up, he could maybe ice skate.
Yeah.
Drift that bitch.
Maybe they'll convert his wheelchair into a Zamboni.
It's like, hey, that ice around Satan's ass is looking a little rough. You mind hitting that real quick?
Yeah. I hope he's just dying and he actually still hears this. He's not actually fully dead yet. Never mind. He's been dying since he was born.
It's technically true of all of us.
Yeah. Pav, we're multi-streaming through Magic.
Magic.
Yeah. Rimshee just abandoned us, so we can't switch to any of the screens at the moment. Possibly do something cool. So, I'm gonna play this clip. It's gonna shut down the Twitch stream.
No.
What? Why not?
Because I said no.
Oh, come on.
No.
Sure.
No.
No, literally, we all hated him. He's a little fucking shit.
Yeah, this is well-deserved comeuppance.
But, Larry, you might want to consider moving to the Chicago area because his mom was hot. She has a lot of free time now.
Isn't Larry married?
Doesn't matter.
Larry, what's your religious persuasion?
Religious persuasion? What does that have to do with being married?
I'm just saying, some of them don't frown as harshly on polygamy.
Raised Catholic.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh.
Atheist now, you're set.
What the? Are you okay?
I think it just came.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh, I shouldn't have had that 16th taco.
By the way, everybody in chat, the new Metalocalypse movie is out. I bought it. I'm gonna be watching it in the Discord either after the show or tomorrow.
Larry, Rimshee pulled a DSP.
Yeah.
I've seen that video.
Yeah,
Oof.
polygamy is marriage. Polyamory is just, you love a lot.
Yeah, polygamy is illegal in a lot of places.
It's illegal in all of the U.S. That's why there's a huge Mormon population down in Mexico. Because a lot of Mormons moved to Mexico so they could still practice polygamy.
Yeah, the official stance of the Church of Latter-day Saints is that it's no longer allowed. That's the official stance, anyway, on the website.
Well, it's no longer allowed where the government prohibits it.
But it was also the official stance of Mormons for a long time that blacks couldn't be Mormons, so,
It feels weird to me that people are accepting using blacks again. Like the word, not the people.
Well, you remember that?
We have that distinction.
Jables, remember that pendulum we were talking about?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I remember the pendulum we were talking about. What do you mean?
It's a swinging.
Yeah. Try to cancel me, bitches.
Like a swinging dick.
I know everybody in the chat. They're not going to report me to shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't do something like that, chat.
It finds me weird that term is being used again. Because for a long time, it was strictly African American. No, we're just going to go back to blacks. Alright. This feels weird to me.
Yep. Space is warped and time is bendable.
Oh. So, people of color makes more sense to me because you're putting the fact that they're people first. That's the whole thought process on that. That's fine. Going back to blacks seems weird.
Or colored people.
Well, we don't do that anymore. Allegedly. I don't know. Meet me in a Discord, Carl, late at night. You might hear some wild shit.
I already know what I'll hear late at night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna be, Squigums hopping online with his partner, and everyone thinking that he's just watching porn. That was not a fun night.
That was a hilarious night. What are you talking about?
It's hilarious to think back on, but it was we had people who were genuinely uncomfortable.
Yeah. Voyeurism wasn't so big in the Discord after all.
No, it was non-consensual voyeurism.
Yeah, he did kind of force that on everybody.
Yeah, I know. Squigs is a fucking madman.
Yeah.
He's a mad lad. Love him to death. But,
Is he still
if
alive?
Last I checked.
Okay. When's the last time you checked?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
I mean, I feel like if he was dead, that Io would have said something by now, but...
Y2K people of beeping smoke alarms and chicken washed with Dawn. Jeez. I don't know if that's racist or accurate.
All I'm gonna tell you,
I liked it.
all I'm gonna tell you is my wife makes a fantastic meal of collard greens, fried chicken, cornbread, and watermelon.
Well,
Shut
yeah,
up,
you're
you!
black.
Oh, I can't say that on Twitch.
Quick, end the Twitch stream, we'll go straight kick. That's the only problem with streaming on both of the platforms, is that we still have to follow the Twitch guidelines.
Yeah.
The last time Squigs posted on in Ryder's server was on the 19th, so it's been about 6 days.
That wasn't that long.
But keep in mind that's text posting. That doesn't include him hopping in chat.
Well, hell, a lot of people who are part of the Discord don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as he's alive. I haven't talked to him in years, so I don't
know whatever happened to him, but I hope Maxwell's alright wherever he is.
Oh, yeah. Shit. I haven't talked to Maxwell. Ever.
He was a good dude.
Good man, but Like, his issue was he ended up having internet issues and just it never got properly resolved, it seems like. I haven't seen him in way too long.
Yes, Larry, Ghislaine Maxwell.
I remember those
Well,
long talks with Ghislaine about Epstein's list. I have information that implicates the Clintons about shit, I suddenly can't remember his name. Epstein.
Jeffrey.
Epstein.
Yeah.
My name is Jeff. I fuck little girls.
God.
Well, anyway, if I show up dead, blame the Clintons.
You see, Sagan, you must talk to the potato in a soothing way. Yeah, if I'm going to hell for that one.
Yeah.
They shit on the Bible!
That is one of the things they did on Epstein Island, from what I hear.
I mean, what else are you going to use it for, really? Doorstop?
You put some silicone in there, and you cut a hole just right, and,
Guzzling buckets of their cum.
Yeah, that.
Larry, Alex Jones was talking about Epstein Island long before he got kicked off of all the other platforms.
Yeah. It's almost,
It's one of the problems with Alex Jones is that the things that he gets right, he gets really right.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
He's
like,
just wrong a lot.
it's like, that's the thing with Alex Jones. It's like, he says some wild shit, but he's right just enough of the time for you to think about it.
yeah, he has two modes of getting things right. He's either absolutely right, and it sounds absolutely insane, or he's based on something that's right, but taking it way out of context.
Yeah. And then when
Like,
he's
for
wrong,
example-
he's just blatantly wrong.
For example, they're turning the frogs gay. Technically, they're turning the frogs trans. But you're not
Yeah.
far off.
Now I got that song stuck in my head.
Turn the frickin' frogs gay! Frogs gay!
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, Larry, Bohemian Grove was his big, like, breakout thing. That's what gave him a lot of notoriety. And then, yeah, but he was talking about Epstein's Island long time ago, like back in 2012, 2013.
Mm-hmm. And if anything,
suck!
if anything, he potentially wasn't even giving the full scope of the shit that we found out about that motherfucker. Oof. Damn, has it been an hour and a half already? Where's the time go?
Right down the shitter. But it's fun. Yeah, it still says we have 5 viewers on Kick.
Donovan took the time with him. He would.
Yeah. That he did.
Miserable prick.
By the way, if you guys want to check all of our Donnie jokes, it's about 30 minutes in to what the VOD's going to be.
Yep, that's the place to look.
Yep.
If you
And that'll
can't
be over
find
on
it, we
YouTube.
blame you.
Yeah. Yeah, all of you should know our YouTube channel. Alright. With that, we've been the Lesser Saints Discord. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
Same time, same place. VOD should be posted, I don't know, within like half an hour.
It'll be, well, that depends on my kiddo. So, it'll be posted tonight sometime.
Cool.
Alright. Later, everyone.
Come hang out and watch Metalocalypse if you want. Have fun. Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye.
Thanks for the biddies and the subs.
Well, bye.